A couple of days ago, I stumbled across this YouTube channel that started uploading only about a month ago. Yet with just 9 videos, it has already grown to more than 36,000 subscribers. And based on a conservative RPM of around $5 per 1,000 views, it's likely making over $13,000 per month from ad revenue alone. But that's not even the crazy part. In the last 30 days, this channel pulled in more than 2 million views. And after digging deeper, I realized something interesting. This entire style of content can be replicated using AI. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I copied this channel using Claude Code and Higgsfield, and how you can do the same without writing scripts, designing visuals, or spending hours editing. But before I show you the workflow, take a look at this channel right here. It's called The Zen, and it's using almost the same format. As you can see, this video alone generated over 7.6 million views in just 2 months. And if we check their analytics, the numbers are just as impressive. According to the Next Level extension, they're generating $4,000 per month, and probably more, while uploading only 1 or 2 videos per week. Now, before I show you how this works, take a look at what you'll be able to create using the exact method I'm about to show you.
Close your eyes for a second. No phone in your hand, no calendar notification, no deadlines, just sunlight, a fire, the smell of morning. Now ask yourself, what would you actually do with an entire day? Because for most of human history, that wasn't a fantasy, that was just Tuesday. We talk a lot about ancient humans like they were constantly one bad hunt away from death, desperate, scrambling, barely surviving. But the evidence tells a completely different story, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let's start with the numbers. Anthropologist Richard Lee spent years studying the Jew/Hwanzi people of Botswana.
The first thing you need to do is install 2 things on your computer. The first one is Claude Code. Just search Claude Code Desktop Installation. Click the first link and download it for Mac or Windows. Once it's installed, you'll have it as an app, and you can start entering prompts directly. The second thing is Higgsfield. Head to the Higgsfield website. I'll drop the link in the description and create an account. Once you're in, click on the button that says MCP and CLI, then click on CLI. You'll see a few lines of code you need to install. Copy the first one, then open up your terminal. On Mac or Windows, just search for terminal in your search bar and open it up. Paste that first code in and hit enter. Then go back to Higgsfield. Copy the second line of code, paste it in the terminal, and hit enter. Do the same for the third one, and that's it. At this point, the Higgsfield skill is installed on your computer, which means Claude Code can now communicate directly with Higgsfield. But we're not done yet. There's one final step that makes the entire automation process work. For Claude to generate visuals automatically, we need to connect the 2 platforms together. So head back to Claude Code and click on Customize. Then select Connectors. From here, click the plus icon and choose Add Custom Connector. Now jump back over to Higgsfield. This time, go to MCP and copy this link right here. Then return to Claude Code. Give the connector a name. I'm just going to call mine Higgsfield, and paste the link we just copied. Now click Connect. You'll be asked to authorize the connection with your Higgsfield account. Simply click Allow, and just like that, Claude Code is now fully connected to Higgsfield, which means that in a moment, you'll be able to generate an entire set of visuals directly from a single prompt. So the first real step is picking a niche. And look, there are a lot of options out there, but if you're not sure where to start, I actually put together a free document with everything you need. Inside, you'll find all the prompts I'm using in this video, plus a list of the top 15 faceless explainer niches that are working right now in 2026. The link is in the description. Go grab it, it's completely free. Now once you've picked a niche, the next thing you want to do is find a channel that's already winning in that space. And here's the part most people skip. You don't need to reinvent anything. You just need to find what's already working and do the same thing. So what I do is go to my reference channel, sort their videos by most popular, and just look at what's already proven. For this example, I'm using the channel Axon, and when I sort by popularity, the top video has 2.7 million views in just 1 month. What did ancient humans do all day before jobs existed? That's the one we're going with. Now obviously, writing scripts manually would take forever, so here's how you can do it with AI in literally 2 minutes. Go to the free document I mentioned earlier, and you'll find the script prompt already prepared for you. Just copy the whole thing and paste it into Claude. Now, inside that prompt, you'll notice there are a couple of brackets. The first one says, insert your topic here. So just paste in the topic we picked. What did ancient humans do all day before jobs existed? The second bracket says, paste proven viral script here. And this is the part that makes this whole method work, because we already know that the video went viral, which means the script is proven. We're not guessing, we're just using what already works. So, go to that video on YouTube, scroll down, click Show Transcript, and copy the whole thing. Then go back to Claude and paste it into that second bracket. Hit Generate. and watch what happens. Claude doesn't just copy it, it analyzes the entire script, breaks down the structure, the hook, the pacing, the retention mechanics, and then rewrites the whole thing in a completely new way. It's the same proven concept, but with different words. And just like that, you have a full, ready-to-go script. Once that's done, we can move to visuals. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Open up the Claude Code app you installed earlier. Go back to the free document, scroll down a little, and you'll find the Claude Code prompt I already prepared for you. Copy the whole thing and paste it into Claude Code. Now, inside that prompt, there's one bracket that says paste script here. So just go back to Claude, copy the full script we just generated, and paste it right in there. That's it. Hit enter. So at this point, Claude Code is running. It's connected to Higgsfield, everything looks good. But then it throws an error. It says the script doesn't have timestamps, and without them, it can't generate the visuals correctly. Now, this might sound like a small issue, but it's actually really important. When you transcribe a voiceover, you don't just get the words, you also get timestamps. For example, one line might appear at 1 second, the next at 3 seconds, then 5 seconds, and so on. Those timestamps tell Claude Code exactly when each visual should appear and how many visuals it needs to generate. Without them, Claude has to guess. And I actually tested it. I told Claude that I don't have timestamps. As you can see, instead of generating a visual for each scene, it treated every paragraph as a separate scene. So I ended up with only around 30 images for the entire video. And that's a problem because fast-changing visuals are one of the biggest reasons channels like this keep viewers watching. So before we generate anything, we need to fix the timestamp issue first. And luckily, it's super easy. So here's the fix. Instead of generating the voiceover last, we're gonna do it first. For this, I always use 11 Labs. But here's the thing, and this is a mistake I see people make all the time. Don't just pick one of the default voices. Those voices have been used by thousands of channels already. Your audience has heard them before. It kills the feel of your content instantly. Instead, create your own voice. Go to the Voices tab, click New Voice, and you'll get a few options. You can either design a voice from scratch using a simple text prompt, or you can clone your own voice for a more personal touch. Either way, you end up with something that sounds unique to your channel. Alright, so once your voice is set up, go back to Claude and copy your script. For this demo, I'm just going to use a short section to show you how it works, but the process is exactly the same for the full thing. Paste it into 11 Labs and hit generate.
Close your eyes for a second. No phone in your hand, no calendar notification, no deadlines, just sunlight.
Once it sounds good, download it. Now here's the step that fixes everything we ran into earlier. We need to transcribe that audio to get the timestamps. And you don't need to pay anything for this. There are 2 free tools you can use, Nada.ai, which gives you 120 free minutes per month, or TurboScribe.ai, which gives you 3 free transcriptions per day. For this demo, I'm going to use TurboScribe. Once you're in, just click Transcribe File, upload the voiceover you just downloaded, and let it run. In about a minute, you'll have the full script back, but this time with exact timestamps on every single line. Alright, so now I'm going to paste the script into Claude Code and hit send, and watch what happens. Claude Code immediately starts running the Higgsfield skill in the background. You can see it right there in the terminal, and within seconds, it starts generating images automatically. Now for this demo, I only copied a small section of the script, so it's going to generate around 15 images. But if you paste the full script, you're looking at over 100 images. You can see it working right now, generating in batches, moving fast, and the whole thing just runs on its own. Once it's done, go back to your Higgsfield account, click on Images in the top left, and every single image that was just generated will be sitting right there, ready for you. But here's the problem. If you had to download each image one by one and manually figure out where it goes in the timeline, that would take forever, and it completely kills the whole point of automating this. So here's how we fix that in about 30 seconds. Go back to Claude Code and send it this message. Please download these images locally and name each file after its timestamp. So if an image was generated for 00 seconds, that's the title of the image. If it was generated for 0010 seconds, that's the title of the image. Something like that. Send that message to Claude Code. Click Allow when it asks for permission, and it will create a folder on your computer with every single image already downloaded and named by timestamp. This is actually a huge time saver, because when you open your editing software, you don't have to guess where anything goes. The file name tells you exactly where to place it on the timeline. Everything syncs with the voiceover automatically. As you can see, Claude Code says that all 15 images are saved in this folder and are named by their timestamps. Let's open it up, and look at that. Every single image is already organized and named and ready to drag straight into the editor. Alright, now for the editing. And honestly, this is the easiest part of the whole process. Open up whatever editor you use, create a new project, and import everything. The images from your folder and the voiceover from 11 Labs. Drag the voiceover down to the timeline first. Now zoom in a little and start placing the images. And because everything is named by timestamp, you already know exactly where each one goes. For example, the first image is 0 seconds, so you drag it all the way to 6 seconds because the next image starts at 6. The second image is named 6, so it runs from 6 to 13. The third runs from 13 to 20, and so on. You just read the file name and drag. That's the whole job. And I want you to think about how insane this actually is. Normally, syncing visuals to a voiceover means listening back, pausing, adjusting, over and over again. That alone can take hours. But because Claude named every image by its exact timestamp, the whole edit takes maybe 10 minutes. Now, let's hit play and watch.
Close your eyes for a second. No phone in your hand, no calendar notification, no deadlines, just sunlight, a fire, the smell of morning.
As you can see, the voiceover and the visuals sync up perfectly. Every image appears exactly when it should, without you having to do any of that manual work. And that's it. Let's see the final result together.
Close your eyes for a second. No phone in your hand, no calendar notification, no deadlines, just sunlight, a fire, the smell of morning. Now ask yourself, what would you actually do with an entire day? Because for most of human history, that wasn't a fantasy. That was just Tuesday. We talk a lot about ancient humans like they were constantly one bad hunt away from death, desperate, scrambling, barely surviving. But the evidence tells a completely different story, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let's start with the numbers. Anthropologist Richard Lee spent years studying the Jew/Hwanzi people of Botswana, one of the last remaining groups still living close to the way humans lived before agriculture reshaped everything. What he found stunned the academic world. Adults spent roughly 17 hours per week securing food, not per day. Per week, the rest of the time, unscheduled, unstructured, theirs. And this wasn't a fluke. Researchers found the same pattern in the Hadza of Tanzania, the Ashe of Paraguay, the Martu of Western Australia. Separate continents, separate environments, completely unrelated cultures. All of them averaging somewhere between 15 and 20 hours of work per week.
If you found this helpful, drop a like, and I'll see you in the next video.